I'm Josh Yates, and in the day I'm a science technician at a school.
Alright, cool. So, my name's Kieran. During the day I'm an engineer. I work in the dockyard here. During Friday evenings I fight with swords.
This group I found, just before COVID kicked off, I found the Iron Door Collective, which is one in Exeter. And then during COVID I was Googling a little harder than I had done before, and I found the Plymouth one. And then came here, must be like 4 years ago now. I think one of my favourite things is being able to help other people grow with their fencing abilities. So like one of the main ethos here is we'll try and teach our students everything that we know as the instructors to try and get them up to as good a level as we can in terms of skill. That way if they start beating us more often, we have to get better again, and it's just this sort of like, like reciprocal sort of process of constantly evolving the sport. But yeah, just like seeing people turn up and then get really, really good at it. And then like if I can take them to a tournament and see them do really good against other groups as well, and just see like the confidence that gives them, and it's great to see. I just like, I like making people good at fighting with weaponry. It's just awesome to see. It kind of depends on the context. I'm really fond of shield and like axe, or shield and spear. That's my Viking Age reenactment background. But here it's very much German longsword. I just love fighting with longsword.
What do you think are the benefits of doing HEMA?
Fitness, hand-eye coordination, general reflexes. Gives you a new skill, makes you more in tune with how your actual body mechanics work. Camaraderie-ship, like there's a really good community around it, and it just makes for a sort of really good hobby in terms of just all round. It increases your flexibility, mobility, hand-eye coordination, your thinking capacity. You have to think on the quite fast in the middle of the fights, and obviously your overall cardio and strength as well. It's just great. Plus, then you get good with a sword while doing all those other things that you need to go and sort of lift weights and stuff for,
I was watching Silent Hill Revelation, the second Silent Hill film, and there's a plot device in that with a thing called the Seal of Metatron. And I was like, what the hell's that? And I googled that. I found this guy on YouTube who all he talks about is history, sword fighting, things like that. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good, I followed him for a while. And he had a video on what is the most effective way to learn how to use a weapon. And the number one martial art he recommended was HEMA. I thought, I've never heard of that before, but that sounds really interesting. It's the kind of thing I'd love to do, and I thought, there's no way there's going to be anything near me. So I googled it, and at the time this club was based in a field 10 minutes from my house. So that was really nice for me. Sure, so there's many things that I love about HEMA. The camaraderie is a big thing here. This is a great club, there's a bunch of great people. I like talking about swords, I like using swords obviously, I like fighting, I like learning about new things. It's good exercise as well. It feels like I have to chuck that in because I'm very unfit. But mostly it's a thing that you can't really describe. Me and you talked about this earlier, that the first time I came here, they put a sword in your hands and it just feels right. You know from that moment they're like, yeah, I'm going to be coming here and doing this again. Okay, so in this club we mostly do German longsword from a German fighting master called Meyer. Yoshimaya. I'm difficult on the pronunciation. So we end up doing a lot of that. But for me, I actually prefer single-handed stuff. I like using my offhands to do different techniques. I like the flexibility that sort of gives you, and it also gives you the ability to dual wield in certain ways. We do all sorts of things here. I've used a buckler, a dagger, even a cape in the offhand. So anything that I can use in one hand is great for me.
How well known do you think HEMA is?
HEMA is really not well known at all. It's the kind of thing that someone says, so what do you do for fun? And you say HEMA, and they say, what's that? And you say, historical European martial arts, and they say, what's that? And then you go, it's sword fight, and they go, oh, like fencing, and you go, kind of.
How many people do you think know about HEMA?
What, worldwide or?
Just worldwide,
Just
how well
generally?
known is it?
I think probably an alarmingly small percentage. I think people will like peripherally be aware of like sword fighting stuff, but I'm pretty sure they'll sort of conflate LARP and reenactment and HEMA and BOHA and all the different sort of like sports together. I know a lot of people will know about like Olympic fencing because they'll have seen it in the Olympics and on TV. And I think that's the ultimate goal with HEMA is they want to get the sport, as a community, they want to get the sport in the Olympics so it's got more global recognition. But yeah, I think most HEMAists would be pretty shocked to find out how few people globally know about them as like a distinct sport. But I'd be surprised if like people who are like generally interested in sort of like swords and weapons and things were completely unaware that it's an option to come and do HEMA. Yeah, lay that in front of you. Good thrust. Oh, you slipped that.
I think you win that one. You don't have teeth, but I don't have hair.
But obviously this is a whole different thing. It's the sort of thing that I would love to see become more popular, because honestly I just think it's great. I think it's a great way to reconstruct how these weapons were actually used in history.
This is my all-time favourite one. Just like, you guys want this one where you oh yeah. Like that.
How do you stop with it? It's so consistent. Stop really solid because if you overswing, all exposed. But if you're smart about it, you can purposefully overswing into another gun and come back up. So it's like a 1 turn 2. 1, 2. Yeah, that's it. Like, Zorn Howl itself, gonna stop. Zorn Howl. Zorn, but they work nicely. Oh, next one again. Merch copter, Thumb. Start with the thumb, have it towards you, yeah? And then for the first one, you're just going to go out horizontally.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think the best thing about it is you can just put it on there. It's a nice little like rest.